Traveling through the dense birch forests of the western Ukraine, Vil Golovko, leader of a troupe of aerialists called the Cranes, his mother-in-law and his wife Yelena are totally absorbed in the Golovko's new baby. The 4-month-old is traveling with the Golovkos to their first circus assignment since his birth. Their world will be different now. Members of the troupe and their families are on board for the 21-hour trip from Moscow, part of the endless odyssey that defines life in the circus. It seems Lena is already preparing young Vilyan for a career as an aerialist. Their journey terminates in the city of Lvov. Part of the Soviet Union since 1945, the city is the traditional economic and cultural capital of the Western Ukraine. For 600 years, Lvov was the scene of strife between warring powers and opposing religions. Yet somehow the monuments and buildings left by each nation and era combine to create a beautiful city that looks like the setting for a European operetta. Vilyan began his circus career in this city. Now he introduces his wife to its charming old market square. The Cranes travel with nearly a ton of equipment necessary for their act. Setting it up is laborious and exacting.
Вся резьба накрылась.
Все безопасными, там, килограмм 150-200.
A circus representative checks X-rays of the machinery for signs of metal fatigue. The lives of 10 aerialists are at stake. The performers themselves, their 4 technicians and an engineer cooperate in setting up the equipment. The winch, which travels with them, is key to the execution of their act. After 8 hours of intense preparation, the machinery is tested. With everything functioning properly, the week's rehearsal period they are allowed may begin. But now there's a moment to relax.
И Володя тоже.
Хороший, да?
Surrounded by the warmth of his extended family, this toddler dares his first steps towards what may be his future. For the circus performers, hotels provided by the government are home for most of the year. Because of the baby and Lena's mother, the Golovkos are allowed 2 rooms in the Arena Hotel adjoining the circus. Lena is entitled to 18 months of maternity leave. But she says, I just can't imagine sitting at home. Of course, my home and the family are important, but my work is my work, and I want to do it well. Still, her mother will be leaving soon, and the circus provides for childcare only after a baby is a year old. Lena hopes to work out something with other young circus mothers. Vilyan's father was an aerialist. He says he was baptized by being thrown on a trampoline. Like his father, Vilyan studied at the Moscow Circus School. He spent more than a year searching for a woman for the act. Then Lena, a gymnast who dreamed of joining the circus, auditioned. The crane's name alludes to the symbolism of the birds in a Russian song about World War II. On Victory Day, as they pay tribute to the fallen, its lyrics resound in their minds. It seems to me sometimes that the soldiers were never laid to rest in the ground that they belonged in, but turned into white, graceful cranes. Even today, they pass high overhead.
И так можешь вырваться. Олег, со сложного трюка можешь так полететь, понял?
Viljan and a producer worked for 5 years to develop the crane's unique act. Dramatic, poetic, it tells a story as a dance would, using the net as a stage. Viljan believes that the performance requires more than athletic prowess. To achieve the artistic level, he says, you must wake up the soul of the person. All people have a soul, but in some people it is sleeping. When a performer is doing some tricks in the arena, if his soul is sleeping, he is no artist. A week after their arrival, it's time for the opening performance. As showtime approaches, the atmosphere crackles with excitement. Lena joined the Cranes Act 7 years ago. I never expected that I'd be Viljan's wife, she says. But time passed and my views changed a bit. We understood that we must always be together. Together, they head for the arena that means so much to them both. As their act opens, the cranes are flying in triangle formation. Released souls of the soldiers, transfigured into cranes, ascend to the heavens. Lena portrays one of the wounded. She is helped skyward by other cranes. Crane's commitment, dedication, and preparation are rewarded. For the Cranes, a lifetime of artistic gratification stretches before them. Even now, another generation of young performers enters the professional arena. In this enchanted circle, their strong bodies are always in control. Wild beasts are our friends. And joy and laughter prevail. Practitioners of an ancient and universal art, these extraordinary artists allow the ordinary mortal escape from life's workaday realities. Throughout the republics of the Soviet Union and the world, the language they speak is understood without words, as beauty, rhythm, and skill bridge the gap of generations, politics, and nationalities. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, these are the talented performers who have revealed to you the magic inside the Soviet circus.